Hi, today I have a MacBook Air A2179 on my bench, so basically it's completely dead. This has been sent from another computer repair shop, and here is what he told me. Hi mate, I got MacBook that I've changed the screen on, but now has no power. I've tried a new battery, but it's still not coming on. Also, I plugged it into a DC power supply, but it's not taking anything. Are you able to have a look if I send it to you, please? Okay, so I have the MacBook with me, and we know that he changed the screen and then it stopped working. Then he changed the battery, still nothing, and so on and so on. So yes, so if we're gonna try to press the power button, nothing's happening. Okay, so let's try to plug in my power source and see what is gonna show us. So okay, so we're getting 5 volts, and as you can see the amperage is going up and down, up and down, up and down. So it means something is triggering and not allowing the USB IC chip to kick on the charger on full power, which is 20 volts. Okay, so let's try to figure out where is the problem. Okay, checking the other side. So as you can see, there are no screws. Yeah, I got the screws in the bag. So whenever you're sending me a machine for the repair, please put all the screws in the machine, so I don't want to have any separate bags with the machine, okay? So there are no screws, but I don't need to unscrew anything, so I'm just taking off the lid, and here is what we are seeing under the lid. Okay, let's zoom a little bit in. As you can see, the battery is missing a cover here and some kind of stuff, so the metal is not going deeply enough. Okay, what we are looking for, we are looking to fix this Mac. We need to find out where the problem is, why is it not starting. Okay, so let's open our schematics. Okay, so we found our schematics, we have it here, and we have the board view here as well. So within schematics, what we're looking for power rails, okay? So this is the basic content page, and there are so many things down here which I don't waste my time. Okay, use a separate PDF file, because search through here it's almost nightmare. So I'm gonna use separate PDF so I can search for the power rails. Okay, so what I'm after power rails. Can I find anything now? If I'm gonna search for rails, nothing here, so let's try this. It's not here. No, maybe something's here. There are some power rails, but this is not what we after. P bus rails. Okay, so this looks like we are on the right page. Okay, so we have our P bus rail. So this is the main rail, which is PP bus G3H. So okay, so let's try to pinpoint this rail and see what are we getting. Okay, so before I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna disconnect the battery. And here we're looking for P bus G3 hot. Okay, this is our first power rail which we will be looking at, and we have access to the top of the board, which is here, so we can start looking from here. So now we can see we have a few components here. I think these are big caps, that's a cap as well, cap here, so we can check those caps, what gonna be our reading. So this is something to do with bus speaker. Okay, so but this is why it's highlighted. Okay, so this is connected to the rail, but it's not the main rail. The main rail gonna be which is coming from this dot, and then it goes to this resistor. Okay, so what we're gonna check, we're gonna check this resistor first, because this one is exactly PP bus G3H, as these ones here is same on the same rail, but this is maybe is going through other components. Okay, so we don't want to check this one. We will check the main rail first. So let's see what are we getting on the first rail we are measuring. Much better. So this is the board. Okay, this is the USB-C. Okay, where we're connecting our charger, and then it goes. That's, as I said, this one part here is for PP bus G3H speaker. So this is related to the speakers, perhaps this is for the amp. So that's where the sound is coming from. I think the chip gonna be somewhere on the other side of the board, or maybe somewhere here, which we don't care now. Now this is the resistor which we're gonna measure it. So this is the main rail, the first rail what I want to check. So we're gonna take our multimeter and we're just gonna check what we have here. Oh, it's all good. 0.48, that's good. So this power rail is not shorted. To check it again, there is no short. If we're gonna plug in our power to the Mac, and let's say I want to check the voltage, what voltage we're getting on this power rail. If I'm gonna check it here, you see we're getting 12 and it's disappearing. 12 and it's disappearing. Okay, so you see how it's changing. Now let's randomly check, let's say, what's happening here. This is for audio. It does exactly the same. It comes and it goes, comes and goes. If we're gonna check here, it does exactly the same. Okay, if we're gonna check these caps, kind of here, you see it's pulsing. It's trying to kick, but it's pulsing. And this one here, it does exactly the same thing. Okay, so this power rail is pulsing. Now let's get back to schematics. So now this one is pulsing. So this is the main power rail which is pulsing, but it doesn't say that this power rail is faulty, because it could be any other power rail which is causing this issue. Because it's pulsing, it's no point for me checking. Well, I can check this one, PP DC in as well, but I think it's pointless. And where is it? We have resistor here, and we have two caps there next to the MOSFET. Okay, we can check this part here, which is here. Okay, let's first check for the voltage. Okay, this is staying more stable. Okay, this stays more stable, and this this one is playing up. You know what? I will switch on the thermal cam to see what I'm gonna see. It should show us something interesting. Let's plug in our power, and something's blinking. Who's that? It's a PMU chip, and look how it's blinking. Anyone else? That's my finger. This is the CPU part. That's it. No. What's that? What's that? You see here? So this is an audio daughter board, so this is audio board, and the Touch ID is connected here as well. Okay, but this one PMU is blinking as well. So if I'm gonna disconnect the power now, what I will do, I will disconnect the flex cable connecting the daughter board to the motherboard. If I'm gonna disconnect now this one here, and if I'm gonna plug in the power lead again, we're getting, you see, we're getting 20 volts. And I can hear the chime, the Mac just started. We have an Apple logo. So the problem is down here. Look at that. And what's there? See this one shine a bit here? It's like a scratch. You see this one here? So something must have happened there. And what's that? What is this? Must have touched something here. Let's take this part out. Where are you? Here you are. Okay, so what's that? What is this? Yeah, I think the cap is gone here. And what's that? You see, I can see some marks here as well, so something happened here. Okay, something happened here. And this is just the dust. Anyway, this one's fucked. This one's fucked. Now we need to find another one. Same board, and just check what type of capacitor is there. I think I found one. Yeah, this one, as you can see, has a good cap here. I need this cap to be soldered, I would say transferred here. Okay, before I'm gonna solder the new cap, I just want to know what capacitor is it, because I don't think there are schematics for them. Maybe, but I don't have it. So let's check. How many farads are you? It's so hard. It's 10. So it's 10 farad cap. Okay. It's almost like a standard cap which fails on the Mac board. Now with this one, I'm gonna put some heat. I will damage the Touch ID terminal and my damaged audio terminal as well, which is basically the main daughter board terminal. I need to cover it, as we don't want to damage anything. We're gonna cover the board. It is slightly covered, but I'm gonna try to blow the heat this way up here. That's good. That's good. That's ground. Beep, beep, beep. That's what I want to see. So hard to solder this one because you need to either way support it because of this audio jack here. The board is not sitting in place. Okay, let's clear our mess here. Let's fit it back into place. Let's plug this on. Let's connect the battery. Oh, fuck's sake, look at what's that? What was that? Why so blue? Okay. What is that? I want to plug you in. Look at the battery. This one doesn't stay in. It has some glue here. See? That's not right. It shouldn't be that. Anyway, I will put a little bit my glue just to secure it. So, I fixed this one. Now it's time to connect our charger. That's 5 volts. We have 20 volts and we have our board connected. And the Mac should start. It started before. It's taking 0.8, 0.6 amps. Yep, we have Apple logo. It's charging but very slowly, 0.7. It is charging but really slow. Okay, it's picking up. Yeah, I think the battery was flat and basically needs to rebalance the cells. Yeah, as you can see, it loaded up. And if I'm gonna try to switch it off, see, is it still charging? Yes, by now I think the Mac should be already switched off, so it does charge, the battery is going up, so it's basically just so another one fixed Mac, and basically yes, the problem was the actual daughter board. Daughter board was shorted and this was shorting the actual PMU chip. That's why we had a pulsing rail here. So if we're gonna check it now, I bet the pulsing is gonna be gone. You see, it's almost 11.4. So the pulsing is gone. The battery is charging. It's taking 1.5 amps, 20 volts. That's good. So another fixed Mac. The screen is working. The battery is charging. Just to double check, does it hold the charge from the battery? You have the lid. You're gonna disconnect. Yeah, it does hold the charge, even if it's charged 1% or so. So another one fixed Mac. Thank you for watching. If you like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you and see you next time. Hope you enjoyed it.